Welcome back to number 12 of this series. I just finished a wanted game and now I'm going into Assassinate. These are, I believe, the same players because I just stayed in the same lobby the whole entire time. And I was enjoying myself quite a bit with them. So I wanted to see how well I would do in an Assassinate game. I am not as offensive as Rain and Stormwake, but he is an amazing Assassinate player. I've watched some of his videos and I've just been in shock and awe of how he literally just runs around the map, locks, which isn't that hard to do to run and lock, but it's the fact that he knows when to outsmart the player if they've locked onto him. It's a game of who's quicker with the trigger, like whether or not you know that they're gonna drop their trigger in case you're gonna stun them, and vice versa. I didn't get first blood, but I wasn't trying to. In Assassinate, I'm not that good, so I try my very best to kind of, I guess, stay alive. And with all these people performing notorious actions, you'd think that they would kind of get me at least, but they did not. I mean, they can see me performing actions, so it's amazing that I stay alive so long. I think I died twice. Like I said, I'm playing very defensively, so I will hide and I will just kind of stay back a bit. Helps me catch my bearing, figure out who's who, and I can use it to my advantage as needed. Sometimes I'll bait players because I'm staying in this corner, as you can see. I'm just not really trying to do much. I'm just staying in this corner. Seeing that guy come around, of course my compass lights up and I can just take him out. Even if it's a contested kill, he did not reveal me, so it really just makes no difference. Somebody who's running like that really shouldn't run. It's okay to be exposed. He wasn't gonna get the stun on me, at least. I was gonna make sure to get that kill. 600 points, so that still puts me in first place. Not bad for my very first Assassinate game, honestly. Of course, it got really slow in this corner for a little while, only because of the fact that I'm the only one in this corner. And there's the light up, so it had to be Captain Crunch in the middle. Now I stand corrected. It was the Huns. But he joined in. He was probably trying to get a focus on me, but he did not, because he didn't know who he was targeting. That's the beauty of Assassinate. If you stay in a blend group, you're less likely to be seen and targeted. So I use blend groups to my advantage in Assassinate, only because it gives you however many different pursuers there are, NPCs there are, that's how many opportunities you have to outsmart them. So as you can see, there's 5 different NPCs, now 6, in this blend group alone. Well, I think one of them, no, he's not a player. That'd be dumb of me. But he's not part of that blend group, as you can see, because he's not grayed out like everybody else. But the amount of people there, that's 1 in 5 chance that he'll decide that it's me. Massacre. And he probably decided it was the Montebank, or the banker, the guy with the top hat, because there were 2 of them. A lot of players have blender, so often not as like, okay, so I have to choose between those 2 before I'll get the right one. Of course, another thing you want to know is no NPC will walk through chase breakers. They will walk on a set path, but they will never walk through those glowing doors, ever. So if you want to find your pursuer quickly, you definitely just want to look for, oh, and I don't understand this because I was way ahead of him and I just suddenly stopped. I was rooted and I died. So lag compensation got me killed, but it's okay. I'm still in first place. I don't think I get to keep first, but I'm still in first place. So if you ever want to figure out who your pursuer is, if you hear whispers and you see somebody walking through a chase breaker, you can automatically assume that it's your pursuer. You can just go to town on that. One thing that I have noticed in this game type is several people using disguise. I can see the point of disguise if you have a pursuer and they're chasing you, because you can surprise them by popping the disguise around the corner and then kind of hiding, and they'll get lured, of course. But any other time, I just can't see it, because they're looking for players using the compass, so they won't need to. They don't know it's you until after they've locked you. Oh, fail. Oh, but he failed also. Apparently he thought it was the wrong one. It's all good. And this is where I need to run. Like I said, you need to play smart and continue to play smart. Of course, he got the throwing knife on me, but I was close enough to this chase breaker I could get away. So I did, and I used that to my advantage. Again, I'm doubling back, trying to get away. My pursuer is still somewhere over there, so I decided I wanted to kind of do something. Didn't know who it was, so I popped my disguise. Checked the roofs to make sure.
Civilian killed.
And it was the robber. It was the one that was actually running into the blend group at that time that I locked. So I try not to run through these chase breakers so players don't actually know that I've been through them. But there are often not people who are going to be traveling on the roofs and everything. But those people are at a very large disadvantage, because they can see it light up, but they don't know which person it is. It's better to be on the ground, because then players who see you on the roofs can just lock you. And of course, this young man was very smart. He hid the entire time. He stayed on the roof. He ran away because I locked onto him. So I unlocked him as soon as he got out of range, because I'm not going to waste my time when there are others that are probably trying to hunt me down. And I stay around this corner long enough to figure out that it was the little toy soldier.
Your target has exposed you.
And of course, I just recently watched a video today about having targets expose you. It's nothing more than being told, hey, you locked me too slow. You're just slow. So I think that's pretty fun. Wow, my blend group just disappeared right there. I have no idea what happened. But since my blend group disappeared, I lost all cover, and he ended up just being able to lock me. It was not very fun to me. So I just decided to run. Another person right in front of me. And guess who it is? Oh, same guy I just killed. I'm sure he wasn't happy about that, to spawn in and be killed by the same exact person. But it happens, it's a game. So I'm not as offensive, but I will run around to try and get to bait people, I guess. I don't bait them for abilities, I bait them for to see how far they're willing to go for like points. And sometimes I get outsmarted myself, so it's actually a fun game type if you are not only a good blend of offensive and defensive, but if you know like the wow, I don't. Oh, Indian. You didn't even defend yourself. Wow, you must not be playing. Of course, it had to be Captain Crunch because he had just come into my line of sight.
1 minute remaining.
And I'm just taking people down at this point. But apparently he was about to kill an NPC, so I got a savior bonus out of that. Got the Indian again. And of course, somebody's behind me a little ways away. He locks me, but I already know who it is. I don't even bother to lock him back. I wait,
30 seconds
and I come around,
remaining.
and I stun him. only because of the fact that I wanted him to feel bad and think that he had me, but he didn't. It's always fun to get a focus bonus. Always fun. 900 points right there for that kill, and oh, looks like I did get to keep first place. I'm rather surprised. I was hoping to get one more kill, and I do. On the same kid I just killed because he wanted revenge. Don't come for revenge. Revenge is not the reason you should do anything, because revenge leads to death. Bieber. God. Anyway, 17-2. Not that good. Like I said, I played defensively, so I didn't get any high scores. It's all about outsmarting the players in this game type. But there are people who are good enough to get really high scores at the same time. So thank you guys for watching my episode 12. Hopefully I gave some good advice. Look at me just barely getting to level 12. But hope to see you again. Bye.